Privileged to be with you tonight, and I want to recognize Tim Christensen, and who's been a long-term friend of our family, and he brought his family tonight, and thanks for coming. It's nice to be able to speak all over the country, and it's nice to be able to go places where you recognize and meet people you know. And it truly is an honor to be here. I would agree with Scott, who spoke earlier, that Albert Lea is a great place to live. It's a beautiful place. In fact, I've shot carp in Albert Lea with my brother Matt. And by the way, my brother Matt, who owns Matthews Archery, sends his greetings tonight. And the largest archery company in the world started just a few miles from Albert Lea in Austin, Minnesota. In fact, I could take you to today, I think the building's still there, where Matthews Archery started, a very humble, kind of a shack place. And I can remember visiting my brother. I drive down from Minneapolis because my brother's kind of recluse. He doesn't come to see me, I have to come to see him. So anyway, I can remember coming down to see him, and it was just this kind of hole-in-the-wall place, just kind of, it was depressing. I just said, Lord, help my brother. In fact, I remember went through some really dark days and some tough times financially. And I remember sending money to his pastor in Austin, Minnesota, so I knew he had groceries. Well, I don't have to do that anymore. But I'm actually the avid bow hunter and fisherman in the family. I hunted and fished in over half of our states and 4 Canadian provinces. I love to hunt and fish. I mean, I'm driving into town, I'm checking all the fishing holes out, I'm just, okay, ooh, that's a good place, I'm looking for the deer, there's always deer off of 35W over by the lake over here, and I'm always looking around, but my brother came up to me several years ago and he said, Randy, I cannot stand speaking publicly. And he says, and you love to hunt and fish, and you don't mind getting in front of people. And he says, to me, get up in front of people is like a root canal. I literally get sick to my stomach. And he says, you're so good looking. Would you mind representing your family? I like to joke about that. But anyway, so I am delighted to be here to represent a company that I'll tell you a little bit more about. But I can remember coming with my brother. My brother, one of the things he likes to do with a bow and arrow is shoot carp. He said, Randy, I got this secret spot at Albert Lea. Let's go over there and shoot some carp. So this is several years ago, but it was right in the downtown area. I think I can find it today, but I can remember having a great time with my brother in Albert Lea. So anyway, it's great to be here. We're gonna tell some stories. We're gonna have some fun. But before I get into my main message tonight, I want to play a little video. I think it's important. I love seeing the young people here tonight. I think it's time to get our kids away from computer screens, video games, and virtual reality. And I think it's time for them to experience reality, the outdoors, experience. And I think it's not important to take your own kids hunting and fishing and camping and kayaking and whatever it is that you can do outdoors. I think it's important to take other people's kids. And there's a lot of kids who don't have active role models or fathers or mothers in their lives. And so I want to play for you a video called Center Shot. And it's an organization I got involved with that I'd like to have you be aware of it. Maybe some of you might want to get involved.
David, we are so blessed to be able to live in America where we can hunt and fish all over our country. We're wonderful people and great locales, even like this one where we've been for the last couple of days.
Yeah, we didn't catch many fish, but we did have fun.
Yeah, we did. One of the things I think we have both seen is that there's a huge opportunity for us to introduce the outdoors to children. And I think one of the best places for that is in our local churches, but sadly, many of our churches aren't seeing this opportunity.
A lot of people think that the positive changes we need in this country will happen in a government level and then trickle down, but they won't. The changes we need have to happen at a local church level and then trickle up.
That's right, David. In fact, I've gotten involved with a ministry called Center Shot. And I've never been so excited about something happening at the local church level as I am now with Center Shot. It's an incredible opportunity for people to impact their community.
It's a lot of fun coming here with my church friends, and it's clean fun. When I first started, I thought I couldn't do it, but the more I did it, I got confidence. Now I enjoy shooting.
Seems like wherever I go, people ask, why archery? Why is archery so effective? And the answer is quite simple. It allows everyone to participate. You don't have to be a super jock. Young, old, kindergarten all the way up through senior citizens can shoot archery. I have a special needs daughter who actually shoots archery. Archery levels the playing field. Everybody can be involved.
It's a fun activity. Everybody wants to shoot a bow.
Our churches are looking for a way to impact their community. We keep waiting for people to come to them. But I think archery and through Center Shot, they can actually reach out to the community and provide free archery lessons along with discipling them in Christ and impacting the whole family.
Right, in a church environment.
The catchphrase of Center Shot is making Christ the target of our lives. And so we just simply use Center Shot and archery as a vehicle to connect with kids. And when we're in a relationship with these kids, then we can share Jesus with them, and they're much more open to learning and understanding and knowing who Jesus is.
I never shot a bow with a Center Shot, and it makes me feel empowered. Like, I really wouldn't have nothing to do if it wasn't for Center Shot.
I like to be with all my friends. I like archery because it helps you work with God through different areas of your life instead of everyday things that you do. It teaches you discipline, and it helps you worship God through counting God.
I just want to thank Juanita for insisting that I come with her. And this has been fun for me and her, and bond a little bit together, and it's exciting for us to be here, and we're having fun.
Center Shot gives the church a wonderful opportunity to connect at a different level with the members of that church.
I know one church that signed up 174 kids from outside their church to come in and participate in Center Shot.
And that's wonderful. And Center Shot isn't just for the kids, it's also for the men of the church, and the men are the leaders of the family.
That's right. You know, one of the amazing things about this is we're hearing stories that not only kids' lives are being changed, but the men and women who are actually training this are growing in their own walk in God, and it's creating a whole community of people who are excited not only about archery, but about growing in their faith.
I've been struggling in my faith for quite a while. I've gotten to know Pastor Kevin here. He took me into the Center Shot program, and wanted me to go through it for different reasons, but for me, it was just a shocking honor for me. And being able to work with the kids and provide them an outlet, so not running the streets and doing a lot of other things. I mean, it's a wonderful opportunity, and to share the message of Jesus Christ, it's just something special and something that I need to do.
There are a lot of adults in your church that want to be a part of something that they like, that they're interested in. There are a lot of people that are involved in this program that are not involved in any other program in our church. They love the sport of archery, and to see them connect with young kids and to see the smiles on the kids' faces, they get that bullseye and they're learning the sport of archery. See what changes the dynamic of your church and changes the dynamic of your men's ministry and your women's ministry, and it will be something that will help you reaching people in your community.
A lot of men are intimidated by getting up and going to the 9 o'clock service. It's scary walking those doors the first time. But if they're getting together at that church for a Center Shot activity, say on Thursday afternoon or Thursday evening, it's a lot easier to do.
It connects men to ministry. So many times in our society, men have a hard time finding a place to do ministry. And Center Shot is a great place for Christian men to do ministry.
You know, Dave, I believe every church should seriously consider Center Shot.
Right, Center Shot engages men with their families in their local church.
And not only in the local church, but in the non-church community as well, and helps them experience Christ in an exciting and new spiritual way.
And grows the gospel of Christ.